Welcome to Mystic Horizon, where we delve deep into the stories that have shaped humanity. Today, we'll explore the tale of the ancient Roman civilization, a saga of ambition, conquest, innovation, and legacy. We'll journey through time, exploring how Rome rose from a small city-state on the banks of the Tiber River to become the center of an empire that stretched across 3 continents. This is the story of Rome, a civilization that changed the course of human history. Our journey begins in the 8th century BCE, in a land of myth and legend. According to Roman tradition, the city of Rome was founded by Romulus and Remus, twin brothers raised by a she-wolf. But beyond the legends lies a more complex reality. Rome's strategic location near the Tiber River provided the early settlers with fertile land, access to trade routes, and a natural defense against invaders. The city's early years were marked by struggles and survival, as various tribes fought for dominance in the region. The founding of Rome is the story of its people. Farmers, warriors, and traders laying the foundation for one of history's greatest empires, shaped by their environment, neighbors, and a relentless drive to expand and conquer. These early Romans established a republic by the end of the 6th century BCE. It was governed by elected officials and a complex system of checks and balances, marking only the beginning of Rome's journey. The Roman Republic was an innovative form of governance. Unlike monarchies or tyrannies, Rome's political system aimed to prevent the concentration of power in the hands of a single ruler. The Senate, made up of Rome's elite, played a vital role in shaping policies and decisions. At the same time, the plebeians, the people of Rome, had their representatives known as tribunes to safeguard their interests. But the Republic was more than just a political system. It was a way of life. Roman society was deeply hierarchical, with clear distinctions between the classes. At the top were the patricians, the aristocratic families who controlled wealth and power. Below them were the plebeians, the common people who worked the land, served in the army, and ran the economy. The concept of citizenship was central to Roman identity, conferring rights and responsibilities, but also defining who was included in the political process and who was not. Roman culture was a combination of traditional and innovative elements. The Romans borrowed religious practices, architectural styles, and even gladiatorial games from their Etruscan neighbors. However, they also made unique contributions, including the Latin language, Roman law, and the art of warfare. The Republic was a period of remarkable growth and prosperity, but it was also characterized by tension and conflict both within Rome's borders and beyond. One of the defining moments in Roman history was its series of conflicts with Carthage known as the Punic Wars. These wars fought over control of trade routes and territories in the Mediterranean, which shaped the future of Rome and its empire. The most famous of these conflicts was the Second Punic War, where Rome faced one of its greatest adversaries, Hannibal Barca. Hannibal, a brilliant Carthaginian general, led his army, including war elephants, across the Alps in a daring invasion of Italy. The sight of these massive creatures on the battlefield struck fear into the hearts of the Romans. Despite his early victories, Hannibal was unable to secure a decisive win against Rome. The turning point came with the Battle of Zama in 202 BC, where the Roman general Scipio Africanus defeated Hannibal and brought the Second Punic War to an end. After defeating Carthage, Rome became the dominant power in the Mediterranean. The Republic expanded aggressively, annexing territories in Spain, North Africa, Greece, and Asia Minor. Each conquest brought wealth, resources, and slaves to Rome, but also presented new challenges. How would the Republic govern its growing empire? How would it assimilate diverse cultures and peoples into the Roman system? These questions would trouble Rome in the years ahead. As Rome's empire expanded, internal divisions also grew. The once harmonious Republic, known for its shared power and civic duty, started to fall apart due to corruption, class conflict, and power struggles. The emergence of formidable generals such as Julius Caesar, Pompey, and Crassus marked a transition in Roman politics, from a government led by elected officials to one controlled by military strength. The first triumvirate, an alliance between Caesar, Pompey, and Crassus, was formed in an attempt to stabilize the Republic, but it ended up deepening the divisions. When Crassus was killed in battle, the alliance fell apart, leading to a civil war between Caesar and Pompey. Caesar's crossing of the Rubicon in 49 BCE was a bold declaration of his intent to seize power by force, and it marked the beginning of the end for the Roman Republic. Caesar's victory in the Civil War made him the most powerful man in Rome, but his reforms and concentration of power alarmed many in the Senate. On the Ides of March, a group of senators assassinated Caesar, hoping to restore the Republic. Instead, they plunged Rome into another series of civil wars. The eventual victor was Caesar's adopted heir, Octavian, later known as Augustus. With Augustus, Rome transitioned from a republic to an empire, and the Pax Romana, a period of relative peace and stability, began. The Roman Empire at its height was a marvel of engineering, governance, and culture. From the construction of monumental buildings like the Colosseum to the development of a vast network of roads and aqueducts, Rome's achievements were unparalleled. The empire was a melting pot of cultures, languages, and religions united under the banner of Roman law and citizenship. The Roman Empire encountered numerous obstacles. Its extensive territory made governance challenging, leading to dependence on local rulers and hired soldiers. Economic inequality and high taxes caused dissatisfaction among the lower classes. Despite initial persecution by Roman authorities, Christianity spread and eventually became the empire's main religion. In the 3rd century CE, the Roman Empire began to decline due to a series of weak emperors, invasions by barbarian tribes, and internal strife. In 285 CE, Emperor Diocletian divided the empire into eastern and western halves in an attempt to manage it better. However, this division only delayed the eventual fall of the empire. The Western Roman Empire collapsed in 476 CE, bringing an end to ancient Rome as a political entity. Despite this, the Eastern Roman Empire, also known as the Byzantine Empire, continued to prosper for nearly 1,000 more years. Although the Roman Empire fell, its legacy endures. The Roman legal system, with its emphasis on justice and the rule of law, laid the foundation for many modern legal codes. The Latin language gave rise to the Romance languages: Italian, French, Spanish, Portuguese, and Romanian. Roman architecture and engineering, from arches to aqueducts, continue to inspire modern design. The concept of the Pax Romana had a long-lasting impact on political philosophy, encouraging leaders to pursue peace and stability. The notion of Roman citizenship also influenced modern ideas about rights and responsibilities. However, Rome's most significant legacy may be the idea of a unified, diverse world where different cultures can peacefully coexist under a common system of governance and law. One of the most formidable aspects of the Roman Empire was its military. The Roman legions were not just armies, they were the backbone of the empire's power and stability. For centuries, the Roman military machine was unmatched in its discipline, organization, and effectiveness. The Roman soldier, trained, equipped, and highly motivated, was the key to Rome's expansion and dominance. The Roman army was known for its efficient structure. Each legion, generally made up of around 5,000 soldiers, was organized into cohorts and centuries, providing flexibility for strategic deployment. The Roman military had a strict hierarchy, with clear ranks and a chain of command to ensure precise execution of orders. Although discipline was harsh, it was this exacting standard that transformed ordinary men into formidable warriors. But Rome's military strength wasn't just about numbers or discipline, it was also about innovation. The Romans were masters of engineering on and off the battlefield. They developed advanced siege engines, such as the ballista and the onager, to breach enemy fortifications. Their understanding of logistics was unparalleled, allowing them to supply and sustain large armies over vast distances. Roman roads, many of which still exist today, were built not just for trade, but for the rapid movement of troops. The Romans were experts in fortification. They were able to construct temporary camps, known as castra, in just one day. These camps were fortified with ditches, palisades, and watchtowers, providing secure bases for launching operations. The construction of permanent forts and walls along the empire's borders, such as Hadrian's Wall in Britain, demonstrated Rome's dedication to both defense and conquest. The Roman military's effectiveness was evident in battles such as the Siege of Alesia in 52 BC, where Julius Caesar's legions encircled and defeated a larger Gallic force led by Vercingetorix. The Romans constructed a double set of walls, one to keep the besieged inside and another to repel reinforcements from outside. This level of strategic planning and execution was a hallmark of the Roman military mind. However, the Roman military was not just about brute force, it was also about integration and adaptation. The Romans were adept at incorporating the best practices of their enemies. They adopted weapons, tactics, and even soldiers from conquered peoples, turning former foes into allies and auxiliaries. This adaptability allowed Rome to field diverse and versatile armies, capable of fighting in various terrains and against different types of enemies. As the empire expanded, it became increasingly challenging to maintain such a vast military force. Defending far-flung borders strained the Roman economy, and relying on mercenaries and foreign troops began to erode the cohesion and loyalty that had once defined the legions. Despite these challenges, the Roman military remained a formidable force for centuries, demonstrating Rome's enduring strength and ingenuity. The influence of the Roman military is enduring. Modern military strategies, formations, and engineering achievements trace their origins back to Roman practices. The discipline, innovation, and organization of the Roman legions established a benchmark that has shaped armies throughout history. The tale of Rome's military embodies human resourcefulness and the unwavering quest for power, qualities that propelled Rome to become an empire. The Roman Empire's greatness was not only due to military conquest and political power, but also to a flourishing economy and extensive trade networks. The Roman economy was a sophisticated system that included agriculture, industry, and commerce, and it played a crucial role in supporting one of the most prosperous empires in history. Understanding the economy helps us comprehend how Rome was able to sustain its vast territories and diverse populations. The Roman economy was heavily reliant on agriculture. The expansive farmlands of the empire yielded essential staples such as grains, olives, and wine, which were crucial for the Roman diet and economy. The fertile lands of Egypt, North Africa, and Italy were the main sources of grain, feeding the growing population of Rome. Wealthy landowners owned large estates, known as latifundium, and utilized slave labor to maximize production. The surplus agricultural produce not only sustained Rome, but also bolstered its trade with other regions. Roman industry also played a significant role in the economy. The Romans were skilled artisans, producing goods such as pottery, glassware, textiles, and metalwork. Their craftsmanship was highly valued across the empire and beyond. Roman roads and ports facilitated the movement of these goods, linking Rome to distant corners of Europe, Asia, and Africa. The Mediterranean Sea, often referred to as Mare Nostrum, or Our Sea, was a vital conduit for trade, connecting Rome with its provinces and trading partners. Trade was a significant driver of Roman economic prosperity. The empire's extensive trade networks reached India and China. Roman merchants imported luxury goods such as silk, spices, and precious stones, while exporting Roman-produced items like wine, olive oil, and pottery. The Silk Road, a network of trade routes linking east and west, played a crucial role in this exchange. Roman coins found in distant locations serve as evidence of the empire's economic reach and influence. The Roman currency system was a key element of the economy. The introduction of a standardized currency made trade more efficient and helped integrate the diverse regions of the empire. Coins such as the denarius and the aureus were widely used, facilitating transactions across the vast Roman world. The Roman government also implemented a complex system of taxation to fund its administrative and military expenditures. Urban centers, ranging from Rome to provincial cities such as Alexandria and Carthage, were bustling hubs of economic activity. These cities served not only as administrative centers, but also as vibrant marketplaces where goods from all over the empire were exchanged. The construction of public baths, amphitheaters, and forums in these cities was funded by the wealth generated through trade and commerce, demonstrating Rome's economic power. The Roman economy faced significant challenges. There was a notable economic inequality, with wealth being concentrated in the hands of a few elite families. The use of slave labor led to social and economic tensions. As the empire expanded, the costs of maintaining its vast infrastructure and military strained the economy. Inflation and the devaluation of currency during the later years of the empire reflected these economic pressures. The Roman economy faced numerous challenges, yet it was an impressive feat of ancient engineering and organization. Its influence is still felt today through the groundwork it established for modern economic systems and trade practices. The principles of Roman commerce, currency, and infrastructure continue to shape economic thought and practice. The story of Rome's economy demonstrates the empire's capacity for innovation and adaptation, securing its enduring place in history. Rome was more than just an empire. It was an idea, a vision of what humanity could achieve through ambition, innovation, and resilience. The story of Rome is the story of all of us, our triumphs and our failures, our hopes and our fears. As we look back at the legacy of the ancient Roman civilization, we find not just the remnants of a long-lost world, but a mirror reflecting the world we live in today. Thank you for joining us on this journey through time. This is Mystic Horizon, where the stories of the past illuminate the path to our future. Until next time, keep exploring the mysteries of history.